So you can even look here where the second formula is. You can see the purple disappeared right there where it meets and touch.
Louder, screaming louder, my superpower. Gonna take you higher.
Hello to all the HairBesties in land. I'm so excited. My friend Kkarmalove is back. And as you can see, we're facing a paranormal hairtivity situation. Take a look at those ends. We don't know what's happening. All we know is this year has been a paranormal year in general. Everything has gone in strange direction this year, so we're just making life work. Karma, what results are you wanting to get today?
A nice brown for my wedding.
When is your wedding?
It's in 2 days.
In 2 days? Are you nervous?
A little. No, not really. I'm excited.
Do you trust me though? That's the thing.
Of course, I always trust you.
So our thing is brown. We're gonna go brown. As brown as we can.
Yes.
So natural brown. Let's go for it. You ready?
Yes.
Let's do this. Come on. So I do want you guys to take a closer look because we want to analyze every paranormal situation that's on her hair right now. So you can see Kkarmalove's hair. Her natural hair is about a level 2. It's pretty dark. And you can see as it goes down to her mid shaft, she has some violet tone that's here, but it's woven in with some of her natural color. So her natural color will need to be lifted in between this. So this is telling me I need to use permanent color because permanent color has ammonia, which will shift her base in between here. And the cool benefit of using permanent color is this. The ammonia will destroy the direct dye. So I know with that in mind that I might be able to get rid of the violet tones. And then we have to assess the ends. It looks like it's a level 9 and it's faded out into a greenish, minty, swampy tone. So I know I have to go with the color wheel. So remember, the opposite of green will be like red. So that's our first step, is to go in with permanent color to cancel out the violet, which will indeed be gold. So I know it's going to lift the natural in between as well. And that's okay because we're going to go back with our second step and neutralize or fill that in if needed to. And then the ends, we're going to need something that has a lot of red or pink in it. But remember, because it's at a level 9, we don't want that red or pink to be too deep. So I am going to use shadow ash on her base. And then you're going to see me use gold in her mids. And you're going to see me use something maybe like a rose gold on her ends. That'll be step 1. And then step 2, we're going to do an overlay. And we may have to do a third overlay if things become paranormal. We don't know yet, so follow me. So let's do one formula at a time. So my first formula is going to be Shadow Ash 5. Shadow Ash 5 is our permanent color. It has a gray blue base. I'm able to lift up her natural color without creating a hot root. Alright, so I'm going to grab our 20 volume. I'm going to grab Olaplex. And of course, I am also going to grab the Guy Tang Collagen Powder. Okay, so I'm just going to mix it first. Alright, so now that I mixed that up, this is my chance to splash in Olaplex. Her hair is pretty healthy at the retouch, so I'm just going to do a 1/4 scoop. Today is mainly, we're talking about formulation because formulation is so important. Understand the color wheel, understand how we formulate to get to a final result, choosing permanent, choosing demi, where we're going to place it, when we're going to place it. Okay, we're placing this formula on the retouch. So this will go about 1 inch on the retouch. And all of these formulations are necessary. I know so many times I hear comments like, oh, why does he make so many different formulas? It's so unnecessary, but it is. And you can see that we have a color correction from here, here, and here. If we're able to put one color over the whole entire head and get a magical result, everyone will be doing it. There's a reason why people come to hairstylists because we're professionals. We know that it's not that easy. And I'm not trying so hard to have a precise, like, oh, it has to be 1 inch away. As long as I feather it on there, it's fine because we want it to blur anyway. Because at the end, we're going to color melt it through and we want it to blend. If you look closely on her retouch, you could already see it lifting. Right there, you can see that soft lift in the base. It looks slightly browner right on that retouch at the scalp there. So I'm going to let this sit on. I'm going to go mix the next formula. So follow me. All right. So the second step will be Shadow Ash 6. We're going to apply this on her zone 2. So she has 4 zones. You know, the scalp, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. So use dedicated developer. Don't argue with me. You can't just use the liquid developer or use the RAM developer because that is designed for their brand. This is dedicated for Guy Tang Mydentity brand. So this is 1-to-1 ratio. So always measure. Do not eyeball your color measurements. We're gonna grab Olaplex, pour her in. Also add the Guy Tang collagen powder. All right, so I'm gonna use minimum boost scoop. Whip it up and I'm gonna place it on the mid shaft. So you can see here, I'm just gonna merge it in where I start seeing the purpley violet tone, and I'll stop there. So as you can see, I have placed it all throughout the second zone. And remember, we're gonna target this violet zone here, and keep in mind there is some of her natural color woven in there. So those are gonna become warm because I'm gonna mix 7GG. This is the Guy Tang Mydentity Education Manual, and you can actually download this manual on mydentitycolor.com if you need it and print it out and everything. So let's look at the color wheel. So we're dealing with green here. So we have to go over to this side. We could deal with having pink or red tones to cancel out that green. And then we're also dealing with some purpley tones. So we have to go this way across the wheel to get gold to cancel out that violet. As you lift the hair, you're gonna get warm. We're gonna need our friend 7GG. 7GG is gold, and it's gonna help us neutralize that violet purple tone that's on her third zone. So we're gonna grab our friend 7GG. And again, I am choosing to do 20 volume because we are in the cold shaft, all right? It's so far extended away, we're gonna need that lift, we're gonna need that power. All right, again, Olaplex is important because remember, it rebuilds broken bonds in the hair as we color or lighten the hair. Remember, anytime you're coloring the hair, you are causing some type of disruption, some type of damage. Bleaching, coloring. This is protection. And the cool thing about the collagen powder is that it does not affect the color, it does not affect the lift, it does not affect the dye direction, anything. So here is the fun part. Let's open her up. So you can even look here where the second formula is. You can see the purple disappeared right there where it meets and touch. And I'm just gonna merge it into the previous formula. We're gonna finish this, and then we're gonna go with our fourth formula. I know, it's quite a bit, it seems like that, but trust me, the end result is gonna be worth it. Oh my God, look guys. So, do you see? It's gone. The purple is literally gone. But you do see right now, it's looking slightly greenish, so it's matching with the ends. But don't be scared. Do not be scared of this, because I can tone that away. Because we have our express toners. Our next formula is gonna be a very fun one. We are gonna borrow our friend, Amber Rose. So take a look at Amber Rose. It is slightly warm, soft, and pinky. So we need the pink to neutralize those green on her ends. So I'm gonna mix it with Naked Glow 9 permanent. So we're gonna have a combination of these two. Amber Rose, Naked Glow 9. We are gonna squeeze in Naked Glow 9. And then it's gonna be 1-to-1 ratio with developer. And this time, I'm gonna choose 10 volume because we only need to deposit. This time, because our ends are more porous, I am gonna choose to use more collagen. I'm gonna use a full scoop. A full scoop is our maximum boost because our ends are very damaged. And then I am gonna put a little bit more Olaplex in this time. Alright, so we're gonna go this way, we're gonna put this on her ends. I mean, I just came back and look at the hair turning brown. Right where that purple once was. So now we're gonna go in with that fourth formula and color melt this through. And you can see here, I'm just really applying it just to make sure we get the product on the hair. And then after I finish applying all of the permanent color through her whole entire head here that we're doing, we're gonna let this sit for 30 minutes. And if I need to express tone her hair at the shampoo pole, I will. I'll find out. I won't know yet until the results. Yeah, so Karma, I wanna know. So what gives you so much confidence in me to color your hair? Because you come with like a severe paranormal hair sensitivity situation. What gives you that confidence to trust me as a stylist?
I mean, I've been going to you for what? 7 years now? I feel like you would never ever put out work that you're not proud of. And you are a perfectionist and you don't ever skip steps just because you can. You do every step to make sure like I'm happy and you're happy. So I mean, when you get your hair done, you want to feel like you're being well taken care of.
you want the attention,
Yes.
right? You want them to care about you.
Yeah, and you don't want to feel rushed.
And you know what's really interesting? Because on my side of the story, I feel like it's really interesting because a lot of people will be like, oh, he sets unrealistic expectations. He takes 8 hours with one client or whatever. I was like, I don't take 8 hours on every client. I've taken like 30 minutes before, or 2 hours. Every client is different. And some client, like Kkarmalove here, she has a paranormal hairtivity situation. She has a hair color correction. So some hair requires that, and that's why consultation is important. When I put my content and my videos and education out on YouTube, I'm sharing with you guys my approach and how I tackle, you know, hair color corrections. But it's so weird because like online, you know, like people always have something to say, you know, say something. And as someone who's on social media, like yourself, you get comments here and there, but they don't really know, like, they don't look at things from different perspectives, people, right?
Yes, yeah.
You can't believe everything you see on social media. You have to see it, experience it for yourself, and understand things from everyone's perspective. And that's why consultation is key. It's like, I need to understand that this is her wedding day and she needs to have brown hair. It's not about my ego or our ego and go like, you know what, I think you look better in blonde highlights. It doesn't matter. If she wants brown hair, she's the client, she should get brown hair. And I think that a lot of times, us as artists and creators, we want to almost like, we want to tell our clients what they need. You need blonde highlights, you need this. And sometimes it makes you as a client feel uncomfortable. Don't you think? Like we're forcing ourselves onto. And sometimes I'm guilty of this because there's many times I have told Kkarmalove, like, you know, we should do purple. I want to do purple, you know. But I consult with you. I ask you first, and if she's okay with it, then we'll go through with it. If she's not okay with it, we don't have to go through with it. We'll figure something else out. And I think that boils down to communication.
Yeah.
And, you know, meeting, you know, in between.
Yeah.
And that we're both happy at the end, you know. All right, guys, come on in. I want you to see this. So take a look at her ends. See how it's brown? So remember how that was kind of green? So now you're getting kind of like a pinky rose brown, which is really pretty. So this almost acts as it cancels the green. But what I want to do is add more richness to it. And remember how I told you I might have to go back in and do a quick express toner to give it more richness? So I mixed up golden sand. This is the express toner. This tones hair in 5 minutes. So I mixed golden sand with 6 volume 1:2 ratio here in a bowl, and I also add in the collagen powder here. We're just gonna pour it on her hair, just kind of massage it through, and this is just gonna fill in any hollow parts from those pre-lightened ends from her past, and just let it sit on the hair for 5 minutes. All right, guys, we are ready for step 2. I want to spin her around so you guys get to see. Look how amazing this is. This is just the first step. So you can see all the green and purple is gone. This gives us the perfect foundation for the final glaze because we neutralized and filled all of her hair and got rid of the purple and green direct dye that was in her hair. Remember her natural level 2? Take a look at that. You can see right up here, it has been lifted to a brown. See that? You can see the brown right in through there. That's from shadow ash. So it lifted her hair and controlled the natural red that's in her hair to give her this neutral balanced brown. Because remember that shadow ash has a base of gray and blue. It counteracts all of that natural warmth, that curve, which is perfect. The final glaze of color will be 5BB. The BB series is primary tone of beige, secondary tone of gray, red, violet. So there is red violet that is in the BB series. And we're choosing to do demi-permanent this time because now we only need to deposit. Her hair is already filled, so we only need to deposit. So we're gonna use the dedicated 6 volume developer and we're gonna mix it 1:2 ratio. And I'm gonna put a little bit of Olaplex in yet again. I'm gonna pour in. And let's not forget the most important thing. Guy Tang collagen powder. So I'm gonna do a full scoop because at this point we're repairing the hair. So before we move on with the glaze, I do want to capture this moment right here. Look how beautiful this brown is on her virgin hair area. You guys see this? This is some shadow ash 6 here, shadow ash 5 here. And you can see her scalp isn't glowing. Look how beautiful. You can see right in through here. Look at that beautiful brown. Gotta put my gloves on and I'm gonna apply the color now. And this is pretty simple. We're just gonna apply it all over. There's no special like technique of placement. It's just a clean, all over color application. So now we're glazing over the shallow ash with the 5BB. So now it becomes even richer. And so now, because the hair is already filled at the bottom through the end, you find that even though I place the color all over, it's gonna look beautiful from here to here, because this is gonna take it almost like an ombre. It's gonna look slightly different because it's slightly brighter, but it's gonna mesh it together because it's a level 5. So it's gonna bring this color up here and this color down here closer together. So take notice of the consistency of 5BB. Look how it just goes right in. It just seeps right through the hair. So you don't have to work that hard. You get to apply the color and just go whoop, swipe it down, and it penetrates the hair completely. Alright guys, we're done with Kkarmalove's hair. I am obsessed with your color, Kkarmalove.
I love it.
You love it? I know. I wish I could hug you right now. I'm so excited. But your color looks so healthy. You have so much volume. And the color looks natural. It's like you're born with it.
It really does.
It's crazy. I never thought I would see Kkarmalove with dark hair. But this color looks like a hot fudge brownie sundae. It's so decadent. So technically, this whole correction, whole entire paranormal hair activity color correction, technically takes less than 2 hours without styling. It's pretty amazing, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And give Kkarmalove a follow on TikTok because she's an amazing creator on TikTok. She's so talented, she's so funny on TikTok, and also on Instagram as well. I'll provide all her links below. And don't forget to download my music, check out mydanicolor.com to buy the hair color that you see me use today. And there's a siren going on because we are in LA. This is the world we're living in right now. So thank you so much, guys. Subscribe, hit that bell, follow me on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok as well. Bye, guys.
You're the same, it's always not